The drivers on the line as the 5 red lights come on, and they're out here in Belgium as the drivers set away with a very quick getaway. Oh no! Already Lime spins and is in the wall at turn 1 as he's reset the track, and that's a humongous penalty he's not aware of. But contact for Lime immediately off the start, just lost the rear immediately and into someone. I'm not even sure who he was into. Meanwhile, Dubsy now already looking for a move on D Summers on the outside here. Can Dubsy make a move now into P3? Side by side he goes with D Summers. A bit of contact with the Aston Martin, and Dubsy, lovely driving here, gets past the Aston as D Summers has to back out, battling with the McLaren. Meanwhile, Codzilla up into P5 as SNZ goes wide, trying to find a way through. No, Dubsy and D Summers come together. Oh no, and as the Haas of Arn comes together with Ty as well. Addiction now side by side with the lanky one. Stephen Beecham on the inside curb at Pouon, losing the rear. So much chaos here already on lap 1. I don't believe how much chaos there's been this early. As Kevin Kell loses out to Ellis with Addictions picked up damage here, battling with Cricri as well. Cricri on the outside. Oh, contact. Contact, major contact. Exit and Stavalo as there's another yellow flag around. It's Ellis in the wall. Oh my lord, so much chaos here already on lap 1. Surely these drivers going to work together to stay in that lead train, as SNZ now going to get into P3, which would be his best result of the season so far. Gets ahead of the lanky one despite D Summers coming together with Dubsy, as Dubsy now on the inside of Ollie Bean as they head down the hill. Side by side they go. Can they keep it clean? Lovely racing here from Dub and Ollie Bean, and Dub gets ahead of Ollie to this race as Arn side by side with Michael Louis leaves the track. Gotta rejoin it safely. Oh no! Speaking of an unsafe rejoin, what was that from the lanky one? As Kevin Kell gets ahead of Arn, who could potentially be in for a mega strategy here, as we've seen a big mistake there from Dubu Upper Rouge. As Ty Clear's going to get through him as SNZ gets ahead of Michael Louis. Can Codzilla go on the inside of Michael Louis now as there's a yellow flag out? As Dubsy gets a monster exit as Michael Louis retakes P2. Codzilla gets ahead of SNZ. Dubsy with a monster exit, as I mentioned, ahead of Dobo as Ollie Bean picks up a time penalty here. As Kevin Kell on the outside of the lanky one now. We've seen a lot less front wings fly off the front of these cars. As Stephen Beecham, oh my lord. I just had a feeling I was going to speak too soon there. I just had a feeling. Stephen Beecham absolutely missed his breaking point and almost took out 5 cars, it seemed there. Meanwhile, Codzilla retakes P2. Dobo picks up his first penalty of the evening, as he seems to be very decent. As Dubsy going to come through now on the Red Bull, but Stephen Beecham now down all the way to P11 as he's battling with D Summers. But he completely missed his break. Oh, and he's in the gravel. Completely missed his breaking point into turn 1 and end up in the gravel on the exit of turn 1. As Cree now. Or as Dobo gets ahead of Dubsy. And so does Cthulhu. It's a double overtake for Red Bull here as Cthulhu almost goes into the rear of his teammate. That was a very late breaking move as the lanky one gets ahead of Kevin Kell. As Dubsy gets ahead of Cthulhu into the final corner. Side by side they go as the lanky one watches along now the McLaren and the Red Bull battle here into turn 1. Oh, and a little bit of contact. The Red Bull sends it in as Dubsy goes for the switchback. The lanky one looking for a move as the rain has come down. So the drivers who have pit have made a mega mistake because the rain will be coming very shortly. Meanwhile, Ty Clear flies past Michael Louis. Dubsy now gonna look to fly past Cthulhu as the lanky one gonna pick the inside, and he may get through on both of them with Kevin Kell in the Alpine trying to follow them through as well. The lanky one dives it on the inside of Dubsy. The lanky one gets through. Lovely double overtake as Codzilla holds on to P9 just ahead of Kevin Kell. Along with Stephen Beecham, Codzilla ascend. Oh no! D Summers into the rear of SNZ into the braking zone. 19 seconds back, so as long as they don't encounter any damage between Addiction and Creakery, they should hopefully score points here, but a little bit of contact with the Alpine in the Haas. And why did I speak too soon? Creakery with a broken front wing. And that may cost him points here. I keep speaking too soon this race. Definite evidence of the commentator's curse. Meanwhile, with Codzilla now exiting the box. Now, a margin behind Michael Louis here, as well as Ty Clare. But Lime now is 25 seconds back from Addiction, as SNZ going to lose out to the lanky one. SNZ, who did have a decent gap to the lanky one, now losing out to the Sauber. But very important to note, in one lap, Codzilla has caught a second to Michael Louis. If Michael Louis is listening, he's got to absolutely defend like a lion. As Creakery picks up another time, Billy, yellow flag out again. But Codzilla now gets a much better exit. Upper Rouge, through Radion they go. Does Michael Louis want to defend from Codzilla? Is he going to pick a line? I think Michael Louis just has too much straight line speed in this Williams and can keep the McLaren at bay. But can Codzilla find a way through? It's a poor exit through Pouillon for Michael Louis. Can Codzilla find a way through? Michael Louis defends the inside. Codzilla still not finding a way through. Almost into the rear. Through the chicane goes Codzilla. Can Michael Louis defend here as they go into Stavolo? Exit turn 16. Michael Louis needs a monster exit now, as Codzilla may have got better traction. It's a drag race now through Blanchimont. If Codzilla can stay on the outside of Michael Louis, they're so close in the bus stop as Trosh will enter bus stop. But we're kind of going to have to stay with this battle, as Codzilla may look to set it on the inside. He doesn't. He's going to look for the switchback. Trosh is going to win here in Belgium, but can Codzilla get the switchback on Michael Louis as they head through P2? Codzilla is going to finish P3 behind Michael Louis, but what a dominant victory for Trosh here. Meanwhile, Ty Clare is going to finish in P4, but what a win for Trosh. Absolute dominance here, as the lanky one going to finish in P5. And there you have it. Trosh wins in Belgium, wins on his second appearance in WHF and cements his move up to Tier 1. Meanwhile, Michael Louis finishes just ahead of Codzilla to extend his lead over Codzilla in the championship. Meanwhile, if we look at the standings, Kevin Kell finishing P7 there was able to limit the damage done by Michael Louis and Codzilla, closing to his championship. And as we head next time to Qatar, will we see them get even closer to the Alpine driver, or can the Alpine driver even win the championship in Qatar? We'll have to see next time out, but thank you all for watching. I've been WHF, and goodbye.